Some schools are famous for their academic records. Some are known for their long list of powerful alumni. But there is one school tucked away in the hills of Nigeria that's known for something else. This is the story of Hillview Academy and a girl named Emily Dawson. She didn't believe in ghosts until she became one. Emily Dawson had just turned 16 when her father died suddenly. Her mother, barely coping, sent her away to a boarding school to get a fresh start. Hillview Academy was her new home. It was beautiful, isolated, almost too quiet, with European-style buildings, large windows, and rose gardens that never seemed to wilt. The moment Emily stepped out of the cab, she felt it. Not fear, not excitement, something in between. Like the building was watching her. She was handed a room key, room 3C, East Dormitory. But the senior student helping her frowned. "Are you sure?" she asked. "That room is never assigned." Room 3C was at the very end of the east wing, far from the others. Cold, dusty. There was no roommate, no extra bed. On her first night, she noticed the air in her room didn't move. The windows were sealed shut. The mirror above her desk was cracked across the center, as if someone had punched it. At 2:15 a.m., she woke to whispering, faint and inside her room. She turned on her flashlight. Nobody. Then she saw it, scratched into the back of her wardrobe with what looked like fingernails. "Don't stay past the 10th night." Over the next few days, strange things started happening. Her books moved from shelf to desk. Her bed was always cold, even in the afternoon. She kept dreaming about a girl with no face, and a mirror always forged, even without it. Emily asked the librarian if anything strange had ever happened in the East Dormitory. The woman paused, then shook her head. "You are imagining things. Go back to class." But an older janitor, Mr. Benson, told her something different. "That room's cursed, girl. You should leave before it remembers you." With the help of a new friend, Rachel, a science student from Abuja, Emily began to dig. They went through old school records at night. Buried in a water-stained cabinet were dusty files. Students who were never marked graduated. Isabel Martin, 2003, disappeared after 9 nights in room 3C. Jane Holloway, 2009, last seen near East Dormitory. Tina Graham, 2016, marked absent, never found. Every 6 to 7 years, a girl was lost. Every single one had room 3C on their file. Emily had been in the room 8 nights already. On the 9th night, Rachel stayed over in Emily's room. They stayed awake with flashlights, snacks and energy drinks. But by 1:30 a.m., Rachel passed out. At exactly 2:13 a.m., Emily heard her name. "Emily." The voice came from the mirror. She turned to see her own reflection, smiling back. But she wasn't smiling. The reflection raised a hand. Its fingers were bleeding. Then it wrote on the cracked glass, "She's behind you." Emily turned, nothing there. But Rachel had vanished, gone without a second. Emily reported it. The headmistress, Mrs. Green, smiled gently. Rachel went home for personal reasons, but her bed was untouched, her bag still there, her phone buzzing, and her last message to Emily: "If anything happens to me, check under your floor." Emily opened the wooden plank beneath her bed. Underneath, a locked metal box. Inside, photos, files, a tattered Hillview uniform, a name tag, Rachel, but also tapes, voices crying, girls whispering, screams in the dark, and a journal entry dated 2022. I saw them. They live in the mirrors. Room 3C was their door. They need one girl every decade to stay quiet. If you are reading this, you are next. Emily's final night came. She didn't sleep. She packed holy oil, a flashlight, a cross necklace. Then she opened the wardrobe. Not just the door. She kicked the back, and it cracked. Behind it, a hidden passage. Crawling through, she found a room. Old, abandoned stone walls. 13 names scratched into the stone. And a large black mirror covered in chains. She heard whispers. Then a hand reached through the mirror. Emily's face appeared on the glass, screaming in silence. Emily screamed, but stood her ground, and with one strike of her flashlight, she shattered the mirror. The police were called. The headmistress disappeared the next day. The dorm was closed. Emily was moved to a new school. Rachel never returned. No trace of her. But Emily had escaped. Also, she thought. Weeks later, in her new dorm room at the new school, she looked at the mirror. There was a crack. And in the corner the word, "We moved." Emily was transferred to Silver Pine Academy, a cold international school in Ibadan. Her mother insisted it was time to move on, and the therapist called her trauma residual paranoia. But something wasn't right. The same chill, the same smell in the air, like damp earth and old wood. And a new mirror, always forged up, even when the weather was dry. She told herself it was just coincidence until the 7th night. In her new class, Emily noticed something odd. Every time she asked a question in literature class, a girl in the back row stared at her. The problem? No one else seemed to see the girl. One day, Emily turned and whispered, "Do you know me?" The girl just smiled and said, "You opened the door. We all saw it." Then she vanished. Emily screamed. The teacher stared at her like she was mad. And that's when she realized the haunting hadn't ended. It had followed her. One night, Emily's phone rang. Unknown number. She hesitated and picked up. Rachel's voice. "Emily, they don't just haunt schools. They haunt mirrors, and now they want more. Emily could barely speak. "Where are you?" she asked. "I'm not alive," Rachel whispered, "but I'm not dead either." Then the line went dead. Emily began searching the new school's library. In an old faculty yearbook, she found something that froze her blood. Silverpine Academy was founded by the same woman who once worked at Hillview, Headmistress Green, and below the school chapel was a basement. The blueprints called it sub-level mirror containment. Emily had to see it for herself. She sneaked into the chapel at midnight. The altar creaked when she stepped on it, revealing a staircase. Down there, she found rows of mirrors, all covered in black cloths. And one was uncovered. It was the same mirror from room 3C. She saw her reflection, and behind it, all 13 girls, lifeless, pale, but staring at her with hollow eyes. Then Rachel stepped forward. "It's not about the room. It's the system. The schools feed it. The mirrors keep it alive." Emily screamed. The mirror cracked further, and a voice from behind her said, "You shouldn't be here." It was Headmistress Green, alive, smiling, not aged a day. Green revealed the truth. For every 10 years, one girl disappears. In return, we keep wealth, power, and peace. You broke the cycle, Emily. And now they are angry. The lights went out. Screams echoed. Mirrors exploded. The spirits began to rise. Green was pulled into the glass, dragged, screaming into the void. Emily ran, barely escaping the underground room before it collapsed. A week later, the entire Silverpine Academy building was shut down. No explanation was given. Emily left the country. She changed her name, tried to forget. But every night, she covers the mirrors before she sleeps. And every morning, one of them is uncovered.